You're about to be surprised by what I'm going to share. And if you're seeing this right now, it's no coincidence. You've been guided here because something crazy, something absolutely extraordinary is about to happen in your life in the next few days, and in the best possible way. As a chosen one, you've likely already sensed that your journey differs from most. Your days are peppered with synchronicities and signs you can't just ignore. Before we dive into why your life is about to shift so dramatically, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop 77 in the comments to send a powerful signal to the universe. Play it on repeat if you truly feel its energy calling to you. If you're really a chosen one, you'll stay till the end. If not, you'll likely click away. Chapter 1. The Uneasy Calm. Before the storm, life often feels like a series of calm intervals, spooked by flashes of intense change. You might notice that the last few weeks or months have been somewhat static, a steady routine, nothing outlandish happening. Yet a subtle undercurrent suggests something's brewing. For chosen ones, this sense of a calm before the storm isn't just random intuition, it's a real energetic shift you're picking up on. And if you feel slightly on edge without knowing why, that's your inner guidance prepping you for what's on the horizon. You could be dealing with everyday challenges, pressures at work, unresolved family tensions, or just the sense that you're tired of the same old cycle. But in the back of your mind, there's this tug that keeps whispering, get ready. It's not anxiety, it's more like anticipation. Even the way you look at your daily routine might feel different, as if your senses are heightened, scanning for the new that's about to break in. This is a hallmark sign that the universe is setting the stage for a change you didn't see coming. It's in these moments that you might catch glimpses of unusual synchronicities, random calls from friends you haven't heard from in ages, dreams that replay a scenario or location multiple nights in a row, or maybe even repeating numbers that appear so often you can't dismiss them as a fluke. Some might wave all this away, calling it coincidence. But as a chosen one, you know better. These are the universe's breadcrumbs, leading you step by step to a scenario that's going to upend your normal in the best possible way. So if you've felt restless lately, or if tasks that were once fulfilling now seem stale, understand that it's all part of this pre-storm energy. It's basically your spirit nudging you, ensuring you're primed for action when the time comes. And the time is coming soon. The next few days might bring a phone call that changes your plans, an introduction to someone who's key to your next venture, or even a bolt of clarity about where you should move or what you should do next. You won't be able to ignore it. It'll feel too right, too timed to be chance. Even if you're tempted to brush off these feelings, maybe because you've been disappointed before, try to keep an open heart. The difference now is that the universe has aligned events in such a way that your receptive mood, your readiness to pivot, and the cosmic schedule are converging. It's a rare trifecta that, when seized, can alter your path more quickly than a year's worth of effort. So embrace the uneasy calm, relish the tingle of electricity in your bones, and prepare yourself internally. Because when the next few days roll around, you'll be glad you stayed alert and didn't let this window of opportunity pass you by. Chapter 2. How Energy Levels Shape Your Reality. It might sound cliche to talk about energy levels, but for chosen ones, it's more than a buzzword. It's the lens through which you experience life's extraordinary twists. Have you noticed how some days you wake up supercharged, brimming with creativity or optimism, and everything seems to click into place? Conversely, on days when your energy is low, even the simplest task can feel like an uphill battle. That's because your personal energy field directly interacts with the environment around you. It's like having your own gravitational pull, attracting certain opportunities, people, and even chance encounters based on your emotional and spiritual state. You may have realized that whenever you vibe high, feeling grateful, excited, hopeful, you tend to magnetize serendipitous events. You find the perfect parking spot, a random text comes at the right time, or a potential mentor appears exactly when you need guidance. It's not just luck, it's resonance. And in the next few days, the universe is amplifying that resonance for you, setting you up for a significant shift. So if you've been consciously managing your emotions, focusing on gratitude, or doing mindful practices, you're essentially paving the runway for something remarkable to land. On the flip side, if your energy dips into negativity, like holding on to grudges or drowning in self-pity, this can repel the very chances you're hoping for. That's not to guilt trip you into forcing happiness, but to remind you that your emotional climate can either open doors or slam them shut. If you've been dragging your feet because life feels hard, consider that in the next few days, this cosmic boost might help you break out of that funk. All you need is the willingness to shift your focus, even slightly, towards solutions rather than problems. For chosen ones, energy management becomes a daily ritual. It might be as simple as practicing a quick gratitude list each morning, meditating for 5 minutes before bed, or even going for a short nature walk when stress creeps up. These small acts can drastically alter the frequency you emit. Because let's face it, it's not about being perfect, but being consistent in cultivating a healthier energy environment around you. And once you do that, the universe tends to mirror that positive shift back to you in myriad ways. As you prime your energy field, you'll see signs almost immediately. Perhaps you overhear someone discussing an opportunity that aligns exactly with what you desire, or a friend might mention a new venture they think you'd be great at. This synchronization is the universe's nod, urging you to pay attention, and it becomes a self-reinforcing cycle. The more you tune in, the more these signs appear, boosting your positivity further, which in turn draws even greater possibilities your way. So in these next few days, keep an extra close eye on your energy. If you catch yourself spiraling into anxiety or frustration, pause, pray, maybe do something that lightens your mood, whether it's listening to uplifting music or revisiting your vision board. Remind yourself that you're a co-creator in this cosmic dance. The universe is setting the stage for something wonderful to happen in your life, but your part is to show up with an open heart and a readiness to receive. Lean into that truth and watch how swiftly your energy can flip from hesitant to unstoppable, just in time for the crazy good shift that's about to unfold. Chapter 3. The Gentle Push of Divine Guidance. At times, chosen ones feel as though they're trudging through life alone, carrying the weight of heightened sensitivity and deeper awareness. Yet the closer you look, the more you realize you're not acting solo. There's a gentle but persistent push behind you. Some call it God, Source, the universe, or simply divine guidance. This push often surfaces in the form of gut feelings you can't ignore, timely coincidences, or even random strangers who deliver exactly the words you need to hear. If you've been sensing a nudge to take a leap of faith, whether in your career, relationships, or personal projects, chances are it's this divine force quietly orchestrating circumstances for your benefit. Now, the funny thing about divine guidance is that it's rarely forceful. It doesn't scream at you in billboard-sized letters, though it might if you ignore it long enough. Typically, it arrives like a soft whisper in your heart or a recurring thought that won't let go. And because it's so subtle, it's easy to brush aside or write off as wishful thinking. But if you're a chosen one, you've likely experienced how quickly things can shift when you finally heed that subtle urging. A single action, a single yes, can catalyze a chain reaction of events that alter your life's trajectory for the better. You may be in that limbo right now, sensing that something big is about to happen, but not sure which step to take. That's where trust comes in. If you wait until everything is logically perfect, you might miss the window of opportunity. Divine guidance often requires you to act on faith, to take a bold step without all the data. This might feel irrational, especially in a world that prizes tangible evidence. But spiritual logic runs on a different set of rules. It wants you to demonstrate belief first, and then watch how the universe rearranges itself to meet you halfway. Over the next few days, watch how this guidance ramps up. You might see an influx of dreams carrying symbolic messages, or notice that your conversations keep circling back to the same theme. The universe loves repetition. It's one of the easiest ways to get our attention. If you're noticing the same subject pop up in various contexts, like a book someone recommends, a video that randomly appears on your feed, or a friend casually mentioning the same idea, don't write it off as a fluke. Instead, examine how it could align with the changes you sense are on the horizon. Following divine guidance often also involves letting go of some control. As a chosen one, you might be used to self-reliance. After all, your journey is uniquely yours. Yet the universe sometimes asks you to step into the unknown, trusting that the next plank of the bridge will appear as your foot lands. This can be terrifying, but it's also profoundly liberating. Each time you leap and land safely, your trust in life's benevolent design grows, and that trust becomes magnetic, pulling in even more opportunities and resources that echo your belief that you're divinely supported. In essence, divine guidance is like a gentle breeze at your back. You can fight it, staying anchored in fear and skepticism, or you can let it propel you forward. As you feel that breeze intensify in the coming days, consider leaning into it. Listen to your instincts, note the repeated signs, and dare to act on them. This is a co-creative process. The universe provides the clues, but you have to interpret and act on them. Blend those two forces, divine nudge and personal initiative, and you'll find that stepping into new territories is less like stumbling and more like being gently carried across the threshold into the next, more fulfilling chapter of your life. Chapter 4. The Illusion of Obstacles. One of the biggest misconceptions we face is that obstacles are roadblocks meant to stop us. In reality, especially for chosen ones, these obstacles often serve as signposts or catalysts for the exact transformation we need. Whether it's financial strain pushing you to discover new streams of income, a relationship conflict urging you to set healthier boundaries, or even a mundane scheduling mishap forcing you to be in the right place at the right time, what feels like an impediment can be a cleverly disguised redirection. Right now, as you brace for a radical shift in your life, you might be seeing more challenges crop up. Rather than bemoan them, ask yourself, what if this is guiding me to a better outcome? On the surface, that job loss or unexpected expense might appear catastrophic. But look deeper. Did it liberate you from a role that wasn't aligned with your purpose? Did it nudge you into brainstorming creative solutions that birthed a new business idea? Often, it's the universe's way of clearing out the old so you have room to welcome the new. The tension arises because we're wired to resist change. We cling to the familiar, even when it's stifling, simply because it's predictable. Yet for a chosen one on the brink of something great, predictability can become the enemy of growth. It's easy to lose heart when you're staring at a mountain of problems, forgetting that the best stories are those where the hero overcomes adversity. You've probably done this multiple times in the past, rising above setbacks that would have flattened someone else. Look back at those victories. See how each time you triumphed, you didn't just solve a crisis, you evolved. This pattern is repeating for you now. If your day-to-day challenges seem more daunting than usual, it's not that life is punishing you, it's that life is preparing you. You're at a juncture where pushing through the seeming chaos can reveal a path to something extraordinary. There's also a psychological element at play. When you're close to a breakthrough, your fears amplify, conjuring what-if scenarios and illusions of insurmountable hurdles. It's like your mind's final stand to keep you safely in your comfort zone. Recognize it for what it is, an internal survival mechanism that ironically fights the very progress your soul craves. The trick is not to wage war against your mind, but to gently remind it that fear is not the same as truth. Overthinking and catastrophizing only feed the illusion of obstacles. A calmer, more centered approach often reveals that the mountain in front of you is, in fact, a small hill in disguise. As you embrace the idea that obstacles can be illusions, or at least tests in disguise, your frustration dissolves into curiosity. Instead of asking, why me? Shift to, what can I learn from this? That pivot is the hallmark of a chosen one who recognizes that every twist and turn is part of a grand design. And in the next few days, as life seems to accelerate, you'll likely face a handful of these illusions. But now you're quick to handle them. You won't shy away or give up. You'll see them as the final stepping stones to that crazy but wonderful breakthrough the universe has on standby for you. Chapter 5. The Power of Declaration. When your life hovers on the brink of a breakthrough, one often overlooked tool can solidify your intentions. Declaration. Though it sounds simple, saying your goals aloud, publicly or privately, can radically shift your energy. Chosen ones attuned to higher spiritual frequencies Know that words are more than sounds. They are vibrations echoing through both your psyche and the universe. In the coming days, making a bold declaration could separate mere hoping from genuinely manifesting your dreams. Perhaps you've kept your true aspirations hidden, a book idea, a business concept, or a grand goal you've nurtured in silence. While guarding certain dreams can be wise, there's immense power in proclaiming them. By articulating what you intend to become or achieve, you commit your energy. It's like drawing a definitive line in the sand. This is who I am, and I'm not turning back. Declarations, of course, carry risk. You open yourself to scrutiny or even ridicule. Yet for a chosen one, that risk often serves as a catalyst. Whether you share with a supportive friend or post on social media, you invite accountability. People may ask, "How's that project going?" Or, "When's your launch?" While it can feel like pressure, such questions often give you the momentum you need on days when your drive falters. Moreover, declarations have a profound impact on your subconscious. Every time you state, "I will finish this by the end of summer," or "I'm launching my brand next month," your mind begins to align your actions with that vow. Doubts and procrastination lose power because your words carry weight, a promise your inner self works to fulfill. It's a synergy of mental focus and spiritual commitment, further united when the universe is already nudging you forward. In the next few days, consider making at least one declaration that stretches your comfort zone. Perhaps email someone you admire to propose a collaboration. Post publicly about the business you've dreamed of starting for years, or simply state out loud the timeline for a goal you've guarded. Each of these statements sends out ripples, prompting the universe to respond with supportive synchronicities you might never have imagined. If you feel a mixture of excitement and nervousness, that's a sign you're in sync with your deeper calling. Lean into it. Words shape worlds, especially for those who carry heightened spiritual magnetism. Declare your vision, then watch as events, people, and resources bend in your favor. Anchored by genuine conviction, your path smooths itself ahead. Doubts may flicker, but they can't overshadow the power of a chosen one who stands boldly in their truth, proclaiming a destiny the world is eager to witness. Chapter 6. Shifting from daydreamer to action taker. Even powerful signs and insights mean little without concrete steps. For chosen ones, it's easy to linger in daydreams, picturing a grand future, yet hesitating to act. Now you'll feel a push to move from imagination into purposeful action. While shifting from talking about a dream vacation to suddenly booking your flight is bold. Here, the destination is a newly expanded life. Start small. If your dream is writing a novel, commit to 1 page a day. If it's launching a business, schedule a single meeting. Each minor step adds momentum and signals to the universe that you're serious. Action also clarifies your path in ways endless planning can't. By doing, you uncover nuances and gain a confidence that pure thought rarely provides. Taking action often triggers fear, especially the fear of failure. You may worry you're unqualified or that your vision is too big, but chosen ones grapple with such doubts because their dreams exceed the ordinary. You're not ordinary. You've witnessed divine guidance and personal resilience shape events. Confronting fear through journaling, meditation, or a candid talk diminishes its hold. An action-oriented lifestyle reveals what truly resonates. Once you invest time and effort, you quickly see if a pursuit aligns with your soul or is just a passing fascination. If it drains you, maybe it's not your calling. If you feel energized despite the effort, you've likely found your path. Better to discover this sooner than languish in indecision. Expect opportunities that test your willingness to move beyond daydreams. A surprise networking invitation or a late-night surge of inspiration. These aren't random. They're divine nudges. Accepting them might unlock doors you never knew existed, while declining could indefinitely stall your dream. Each yes to a small step can rapidly evolve into bigger openings. Ultimately, shifting from daydreamer to action taker cements your role as co-creator rather than a passive observer. You move from maybe one day to "I'm doing this," fueling both your ambition and spiritual growth. Action is a sacred agreement. You do the groundwork, and the universe amplifies your efforts. Let yourself leap even if you fumble at first. You refine as you go. What matters is leaving the harbor of inaction for the grand journey that awaits. Chapter 7. Welcoming the Crazy Good Shift. You're standing on the brink of something extraordinary. Every intuitive nudge, emotional surge, and hard-won victory has led you to this pivotal moment. Now is the time to open your arms fully and allow the transformation rushing your way. Rather than forcing one last push, you simply say yes with conviction, embracing what the universe has prepared. You're no longer chasing a dream. You're stepping into it, free of half measures and lingering doubts. This welcoming might include a simple yet meaningful ritual. Perhaps you spend an hour reflecting on the path that brought you here, acknowledging each lesson and every person who shaped your growth. Speaking gratitude aloud helps anchor this experience, preventing it from sliding away like a fleeting high. In these moments, you realize you aren't anxiously pursuing change. You're harmonizing with it. Stay alert to how your world recalibrates around your elevated state. Conversations flow more effortlessly, or your financial picture gains sudden clarity. You might attract new relationships that light up with instant resonance, confirming that your frequency has shifted. Rapid external changes can feel dizzying, like stepping from dimness into bright light. But trust that this is a natural adjustment. It's okay to feel excitement intermingled with nerves or pangs of nostalgia for the old you. True growth can be messy, yet deeply fulfilling. Maintaining momentum is vital. Many people taste a surge of clarity, only to relapse into old routines. As a chosen one, you must guard your breakthrough by nurturing your energy each day, through meditation, creativity, or a supportive community. Stay open to further doors that may appear, even if they seem unusual. The universe senses your willingness and often sends more expansive opportunities. Embracing these keeps you in a fluid state of evolution, where every success leads to fresh expansion. Step forward wholeheartedly into this new chapter. You've earned it. Through every struggle, leap of faith, and heartbreak-turned lesson. This isn't luck, it's co-creation, a destiny waiting for your consent. Smile at how far you've come, relish the adventures ahead, and trust that the universe celebrates with you, eager to unveil how wondrous life can be when you stand in your role as a chosen one, unstoppable and unafraid. Let gratitude guide your journey, knowing that each day is an invitation to deepen your commitment to this crazy good shift. You've arrived and the world is ready for the luminous future you're poised to create.